Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
Hi everybody, it's a very good day to each and every one of you watching in Nigeria and in diaspora. This is your girl Lawal Titilayo from Face TV Africa, the only YouTube channel that gives you the trending gist. Yeah, I said so. Well, to people watching, to my viewers in Nigeria and in diaspora, I'm saying compliments of the season. Yeah, it's been God grace leaving us till this time. You know, this 2020 has been 1 year. Oh, nobody can tell me that in one way or the other you didn't feel the year. Actually, in years to come, 2020 is 1 year that you're going to tell your children that, okay, this and this happened in 2020. Like, it's been a blow, it's been a blessing. Yeah, I wouldn't deny the fact. But I also want to say compliments of the season, like I said earlier, to my viewers in Nigeria and in diaspora. And I want to tell you, I love you. Thank you for staying tuned to this channel each and every time. Yes, so for today, it's going to be one very interesting topic. Yeah. It's always an interesting topic here. But today, it's going to be about the Mind Ministry, the founder of the Mind Ministry, in person of Pastor Timi Adigun. Yeah, I know many people might not know who and what Mind Ministry is about. Yeah, it's a ministry that encompasses of the youth, that is, not just the youth now, teenagers, most especially children from the ages of 13 to like 20 something. Yeah, we have adults there, we also have youth, but it's mainly for the teenagers. That's what the church and how the congregation looks like. And on this basis, well, their theme, that is their core goal, is purity. That is, no sex before marriage, no sex before anything. You're not supposed to allow your spouse touch you before marriage, blah, blah, blah. You have to be purified, you have to be this, you have to be that, you have to be this. It's even as good as they have Virginity Day. Hold up. Yeah, right? Well, for people that are not virgins, I don't understand. If you're a part of the church, are you saying for that day I can't come out too? But that's not actually the gist here. We even have our celebrity who is one ardent fan of this church, in person of Juliana. Everybody knows as who? Toyosi in Jennifer Diaries. Well, this is just a call to many people that might not understand what I'm talking about. That's why I'm trying to lay the basis, lay the foundation. This church is one very known church around the country, the Mind Ministry. And the congregation, they have a subtitle again, they call the Ark. That is Ark that happened during Noah's time in the Bible. For those of us that are Christians and people that are not Christians that understand what I'm talking about, the Ark is like a place where you go to run into. But you know, the interesting gist is that there is something happening right now. Twitter is boiling, Facebook is boiling, everywhere is boiling, social media is boiling. And you know, Face TV Africa, we bring it to your decks, we bring it to wherever you are at a convenient space, in a convenient space rather, and at a convenient time. Yeah. So what do I say? There's this, okay, Akan Imon, there's this public relations officer who happens to be an executive of the church. He came to Facebook yesterday and he said, this is a call to Pastor Timi Adigun. There has been this rumor. I know so many people might be like, what are you saying in essence, young lady? Yeah, there's this scandal, there's this rumor, there's this gist, there is this topic going around Timi Adigun. That is him molesting the girls in the church. I am not talking about adults here. Like I said earlier, it's a church mainly for teenagers. Girls of 13, girls of 14, girls of 15, girls of 16. They are calling out Mr. Timi Adigun or Pastor Timi Adigun. They are calling him out for sexual assault, calling him out for sexual harassment, calling him out for, you know, different things that has to do with impurity. That is the old opposite game of the core goal of the church. Now, I know some people might be like, ọmọ ìtìdé o ti mo dé o, because tó bá jẹ́ pé nǹkan báyìí lẹ́lẹ́ ń ṣe, nǹkan báyìí la dẹ̀ ká mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run kí la fẹ́ sọ. Well, if you could remember the time of Pastor Fatoyinbo, yes, and Timi Dakolo's wife. That's in person of Bukola Dakolo. There was this scandal too one time that Fatoyinbo was being called out, and in Akan Imon's report on Facebook, or on his post rather, he said that during that period when Pastor Fatoyinbo had this issue, Pastor Timi Adigun asked his church members, his followers, his people not to speak ill of any man of God. Well, maybe because he knows what he is doing in his closet. Yeah, I know many people might be like, this girl, but you don't have facts ready. Oh, hello? If I don't have my facts, I won't come out on here to talk about it. Yes, so in Akon Imon's post, he said when he heard the rumor about people talking about sexual assault, sexual harassment, he said he had to pick up church elders, he had to pick up journalists, he had to pick up people that no. Tí o bá nídìí, obìnrin ò ń jẹ́ kúmólú. Like tí o bá rí tí nǹkan kan ò bá ṣẹlẹ̀, wọn ṣá lè kọ dédé sọ pé nǹkan báyìí ni pastor yìí ṣe. Èèyàn méjì àbí mẹ́ta ò lè kọ lè jókòó káwọn ní káwọn báyé tí ẹ jẹ́. No, tẹ́nikíní bá sọ, tẹ́nìkejì sọ, tẹ́nìkẹta sọ, ó yẹ ká tó ń pínpín sọ̀rọ̀ náà. Nǹkan tí Akanimon ṣe nìyẹn. He picked up the case and he went for investigative journalism. He went to do his journalism, he went to get his facts ready. And you know the sad truth is, there were actually evidences, there were factors hitting the nail on the head about Pastor Timi Adigun. And I'm like, hold up, really? You're a pastor of purity. You're supposed to be a pastor that teenagers will run to, and they are safe. This is one church that's been in existence for 5 years. And the sad truth is, many people are coming out now to say for that 5 years, he has been molesting so many teenage girls now. Hello, and you're married. You're a pastor, you're a man of God. You're somebody people should look up to and say, okay, yes. I know the truth is, many people might be like, oh, but this is still something people are saying. Hello, if people are talking about you, there is an adage in English that says denial is actually truth. When they ask you, did you steal that money? If you cannot say no, trust me, at that point, you are the thief. If they see somebody's face being bruised and they said, okay, the person accuses you that you bruised my face. If you cannot talk at that point that, no, I did not bruise your face. Hello, you will be regarded as the beater. Come on. You couldn't say anything about it. The rumors came out. Instead of you to address this issue, address the public, address people, okay, yeah, fine. Okay, it was a mistake, something, apologize. Look for ways to redeem this girl's life. Rather, what do? You go open another church, heaven of love, to destroy more lives here? Are you going there to actually propagate the gospel in another way? Or what will you call that one now? My ministry was based on purity, yeah? What will heaven of love be based on? Love, yeah? It will be based on love. So you can even express it fully to the children. They are teenagers, for crying out loud. These are young girls that they don't even have a navigation about life. Some of them are destroyed for life. They are scarred for life. Some of them, they will not allow any guy touch them any longer because of your singular acts. You think you molest children? Even adults, you have no reason to molest adults. How much more teenagers? They are young girls, for crying out loud. You want to carry out your atrocities? Why not do it elsewhere? There are people who get paid for all this. I am not pushing for prostitution. No. Hello. You know you want to do something like that? Go to them. There are people out there that they want money for you to do this thing. Don't take advantage of young girls. For what? That's quite ridiculous. When I heard it, I was like, no. This cannot be coming from someone like Timi Adigun. Because when I was in school, man, this guy was everywhere. My ministry. Oh my God. You don't want to know what my ministry is. Everybody is everywhere. Oh, my ministry is of purity, is of this, is of that. Little wonder when Fatoyinbo's case came up, you could tell your church members not to speak ill of a man of God because you obviously know tables turn. Because you know it's scammer. Because you know it's coming back at you full force. You need to address this case as quick as possible. And you're married. You want to carry out sexual whatever, call your wife. That's why you have a partner. Not young girls. Not young girls that are trying to live their life. Not young girls that are trying to get to know God more. And you know the truth is, I tell people this thing. You need to know God yourself. No pastor. Oh yeah, pastor might just tell you about salvation, but you really need to have a relationship with him. Don't let any man of God tell you in the name of God, I want you to do this because of the respect you have for him. Do you know the sad truth is, people who were coming out to talk about this thing, they were like, it's because of the fear they had for him. Out of fear, out of respect they had for the man of God. If you ask them to do something, they do, really? So you then predate on people. Because you're a man of God, because you're in a place of position. You look into young girls and you feel like the best thing you can do to them is show them the way to God. Invariably, ironically, after showing them the way to God, you show them the way to your bedroom also. Really? Is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be like your own view of this salvation we're talking about? Let's even call out religion. You as a normal human being. They are teenagers, for crying out loud. They are small girls. They are very young girls, naive. They can be easily manipulated. Do you know the funny thing is why I'm doing this today is because when I heard it yesterday, when I saw the tweet, I saw Twitter. Do you know the funny thing? That's the trending gist on all social media handles right now. Twitter, Facebook, everywhere is boiling. You can't call your church a church of purity, yeah, and we find rubbish. We find shit like this. And you know the thing is, some people see how their phone to actually say, but as a man of God, we should give him the respect. Hello, man of God, indeed. Do you know the sad truth is, religion has done so much harm in the society than the good. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be biased about this. I'm not trying to be atheistic about all this, but it has done more bad, more evil, more damage. Instead of you to face reality, instead of you to face the truth, hit the nail on the head, you're coming to say because boy is a man of God, he should be respected. Hello? If he's found guilty, it should be what? It should be what? Defined in a guilty manner. If there's something like that. Because really, it's really sad. It's really sad. Imagine the girls that he has damaged their lives. Imagine. Ọmọ mi kò ní lè dúró kọ́kùnrin fọwọ́ kàn mọ́. Tó bá wà ní class tọ́kùnrin bá kọ́ dédé fọwọ́ kàn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé kó yá jẹ ni. I had a girlfriend then in school. This girl, she's very pretty. Like pretty. This girl would never allow a guy touch her. If she's supposed to probably take transport, yeah, maybe bike. You know these people, they put two on bike. If a guy is behind her or in front, she will not continue the journey. She would rather pay. If her father should talk to her, the way she looks at her father, that's to tell you, these are things you do, damages you do to people. The day she spilled the beans, she spilled everything, we're like, whoa. She was also assaulted at age, I think, maybe 11 or thereabout, 11 or 12. She said, and she has been carrying that scar for how many years of her life? Imagine so many girls in your church that will go through that. Just imagine. You're supposed to be a father. You're supposed to be a brother. You're supposed to be a friend to them, not some sexual predator. Come on. If everything about you is false, we want you to address the public as soon as possible. And if you know it's true, these accusations leveled against you, they are all true. I'm sorry. Yorùbá ní ẹni tó bá ti mọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lẹ́ṣẹ̀ tó ti kúnlẹ̀ kò kí ń pẹ́ lórí ìkúnlẹ̀. Or ẹni tó bá ti mọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lẹ́ṣẹ̀ kò ń pẹ́ lórí ìkúnlẹ̀. That's it. If you know that you're wrong, come out to the public, address the public as soon as possible. I am sorry. Look for a rehab. Let them fix these girls. You know the people you've done your evil to. Fix them because they have a future. They have a generation. They have something they want to do tomorrow. Mind ministry is not something that should be shut. I know the funny thing, activities have been shut down. Many people did not know. It was just shut down, and there's another new church, Heaven of Love. You go open another church, close down mind ministry. What info are you passing? What message are you passing across to people? What are you saying to them? Oh yeah, when they are done talking about it, yeah, they'll be over it and we'll be back to Heaven of Love. Sad. Really sad. Come on. You don't need this. I imagine people that sexual assault is something that can destroy anybody. It is something, you need to see psychologists talk about it. Many of their patients, they are not fine any longer upstairs. Why? Because one way or the other, they've been assaulted. And you know the funny thing, once you do this at a very young age, when the person doesn't even know the right from the left, what message are you even passing across to the parents at home? So now they have to be scared to release their children to go to church. They have to be scared to release their children to go for gatherings. Last, now only God knows who they serve. I'm not saying I'm a saint. Yeah, no. I'm not saying that. But there are some levels to these things now. There are levels to all these things. Like, there are levels to it. Come on. Well, so yeah, that's the gist. And for people that might not really get, you want to read more about my ministry, you go online, check, just type in my ministry. You see a lot more to read about. See their magazines, see their, journals, see everything. You see what their write-ups, you see how the basis, what it is based on. The basis of the church is purity. It is purity, pure, being holy, being sanctified, being exemplified, being brought out, being chosen. But you know what? Once there's a problem from the top, the body has a problem already. And that's the truth. Once the head is shaking, every part of the body, it retaliates. It will affect every part of the body. Yeah, so that's my own 2 kobo on this gist with Titilayo on Facetv Africa. You can stay tuned to us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter at facetvafrica.com. This is the only online channel that gives you the trending gist. Yeah, I said so. Quote me anywhere. And so yeah, that's the gist. For people that are just joining us, it's about Timi Adigun, the founder of My Ministry, which their core value is what? Purity. But what? Sadly, there was a scandal around the founder about sexual assault on teenage girls. Yeah, so that's my gist today with Titilayo. And I want to say to people, my viewers in Nigeria and in diaspora, I love you. Peace out.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, subscribe.
Face TV was Swoby.